career, and we do hope that the ears that are listening will take this career also into consideration and Google it and just see exactly how they can get involved and where it can take them. Mm. All right, so Linton, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your Friday and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, so thank you. That is Linton. Now, Linton is a draftsman. Very interesting. That one. So, they do design all these amazing things that we do see out there. And he is currently working now for Eskom. So, still more to come right here on the show. Do stay tuned. Time now just gone 26 minutes after 11.
Are you tired of getting bad service? Does dealing with people that don't know your basic needs drive you mad? People, at Headful VW Northcliffe, we are mad about customer service. We have eliminated the service advisor. You deal directly with your service technician, directly with your sales expert, and your finance expert. Yes, you deal directly with the VW brand experts. At Headful VW Northcliffe, we have built on the success of the Headfield Motor Group. Call us today on 010-442-0298. Headful VW Northcliffe, rated number 1 in service.
The spelling champions are coming to Caps Radio.
CURRICULUM.
Do you think you can beat that? Join us every weekday on Breakfast on Caps at 6:35 in the morning and Caps After School at 5:35 p.m. Every day, 3 bright minds will battle it out to be Caps Champion of the Day. All 10 weekly winners will compete for the big one, the Caps Radio Stinging Bee, which happens every Saturday morning at 7:35 a.m. Visit our website www.capsradio.co.za and download our app. Don't get stung out. Be a winning bee on Caps Radio. But remember, it's okay not to know all the words. Just keep practicing and do your homework. Caps Radio. It's about the curriculum. Caps Radio. Every child is a national asset.
Brandy, Dog Child, Mace Kid, Harlem on the rise. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I went from hellions to many mansions. The girls in the Aruba doing belly dancing. Spent half of my advancing, jars from Branson to make it through my circumstances. But you know I'm wiser now, move like Kaiser now. Got a butter soft leather just to hide my pound. Got a house in the valley, come and find me now. Got enough dough to buy the town, so I might give a 6 to my chick, Benz to my mom's. Crib so big it look like the Synagogue. Give her a couch just to spill Henny on. And been a dawn since Lotto's and Benetton. Come on.
Some people say that I'm not the same girl. They say I think that I'm
If it ain't Chris, he won't pop it. If it ain't platinum with ice, he won't rock it. If it don't cost 60, he don't drop it. If it don't come with TVs, he don't cop it. Nigga, stop
just
it.
trying to be
Yeah,
you. What did I do? People think that I'm just sitting on top.
Well, that's Brandy on top of the world. We hope you are on top of the whole world. Being a Friday today, the 8th of September 2017. Just 114 more days to go before we wrap up the year, and 44 more days before the final year exams for grade 12. And the time now just gone 29 minutes before top of the hour 12, before it is noon. So joining me right now, I've got Eric Edmol, who is going to speak to us about the book drive. Eric, a very good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, and good morning to your listeners.
Let me start by just asking you the important question. What is book drive?
Right. It's essential and critical that young children read. You know, if we read, we widen our horizons, we expand our knowledge, and we learn about the world. Unfortunately, in South Africa, where we've got huge poverty and huge inequality, millions of children do not get an opportunity to read.
Yes.
And so to combat that, we thought, wouldn't it be great if we, in honoring former President Nelson Mandela, who will turn 100 next year, in honoring him, shouldn't we raise 6,700 books or find 6,700 books, and we can then distribute 100 books to 67 early childhood development centers and give those children something to read in their formative years.
So, just reading a pamphlet that came through, it says in support of the International Literacy Day on the 8th of September. How is the partnership here, and what is the drive for both of these particular situations?
Right. Today is International Literacy Day, and it's a day where the world focuses on literacy, and in our case, on child literacy. And as I said earlier, literacy is so critical to young children thriving. So what we thought is, let's marry the two. Let's link International Literacy Day with former President Mandela's 100th birthday, which will be next year on 18th of July.
Yes.
And we're aiming to raise, because of the symbolism of 67 years of struggle.
Yes.
We're trying to raise or find 100 books for each of those 67 years, and then to place those books in 67 early childhood development centers around Cape Town.
And how are you going to try and find these books? If, for example, if I wanted to get involved, just as a citizen, how do I get involved, and what do I need to do?
Right. Today we're launching a multi-pronged focus. The first is we've got many schools which are in a privileged position. And, you know, as young children grow older, they start reading more age-appropriate books. And in families where there are books, there must be millions of books across the country which are not being used. And for me, a book is only as good as our ability to use it. So in those dusty cupboards and in those shelves which are in people's homes must be hundreds of thousands, millions of books that could be put to a good use for a child who would otherwise not have a book to read. So we've approached a range of primary schools in Cape Town, and we said to them, come on board and let's together find 6,700 books. Now, a number of schools have come on board already, the most prominent being Rustenburg Girls Primary School.
Yes.
But we probably have about 1,000 books already. And then there are non-profit organizations, WordWorks, Shine, Mkulu Trust, PROSA. These are all organizations that work with young children and reading. So we're going to be working with them, and I've got no doubt that because of the generosity of people and because of the foresight of people, we will get those 6,700 books, and we'll then place them in 67 early childhood centers in Cape Town.
And obviously, this is a rollout which starts today, today being International Literacy Day. What should we understand about International Literacy Day?
What we need to understand, Nelson Mandela symbolized it at best when he said he reads every single day. And he urged us, he motivated us, and he stressed that reading grows people, particularly young people. As you read, say you expand your horizon, you are able to discuss, debate, argue different points of view. Now, if you enter grade 1 and you haven't had the chance to read, to touch and to feel that paper as you page through the book,
Yes.
you start with a deficit. What we have in this country is that we've got wonderful mothers and fathers who, had they had the resources, would spend time with their young children reading. There's no doubt a child who is read to and a child who reads performs better in school. That child enters grade 1 more competent and more confident to handle the grades that they move through. So that's the whole motivation for our getting involved in International Literacy Day, and it can only benefit South Africa if we have bright, young, intelligent readers who contribute to our society and to our economy.
And you speak about raising 6,700 books by the 18th of July 2018. You already have 1,000.
Yeah, that's right.
So obviously this is something that, and after how long are you looking that maybe you will have that 6,007?
Look, I think 6,700 is a very conservative figure. I think we could raise much, much, much more.
Yes.
But there's a wonderful symbolism in recognizing the 67 years that President Mandela fought and gave up the prime of his life in order to liberate South Africa. And so part of it is to get children reading, and the other part is to honor the president. I think that as the momentum grows, as we approach more primary schools and as we approach more non-profit organizations, as we speak to more businesses, we will reach that figure quite easily, and we're now embarking on that rollout. So over the next few months, it'll be fairly high profile, and we'll be visiting schools and businesses and asking business to come on board, because a simple donation of, say, 20,000 Rand could buy 1,000 books. And we'll also be approaching all the publishing companies, exclusive books, bargain books. We'll be talking to Pearson. We'll be talking to Macmillan. So it's going to be a concerted effort to get books into young children's early childhood centers so that they can read and so that they can contribute to the growth and the development of our wonderful country.
Is this the first time this is being done?
I don't think it's the first time globally or in South Africa, and it's not a particularly innovative idea. There've been book drives all over the world, many times. What's unique about this one is that it's linked to the 100th anniversary or the 100th anniversary of the birthday of our icon, former President Nelson Mandela.
And I do understand that the figure, of 6,700, has its own significant reason. It's 100 books for 67 centers, and it's around Nelson Mandela. But should we not be going national with such a thing? Because it looks like it has easy potential of becoming a national thing and maybe be saying 67 cities.
Exactly. It's people like you who feed in ideas to us. You've now issued a challenge, and in South Africa, Africans take up the challenge. So you've now put me on the spot, and you've said, let's take it national, and we're going to do that because of you.
Thank you very much. And I'll give you my bank details because I get paid for such.
For marketing. Listen, on a serious note, come on board. We need prominent young people who can motivate the children that we work with. So if you come on board, I'm sure we'll double that number. My dream is 67,000, but we don't want to be too optimistic. Let's start with 6,700 and see how we go.
All right, Erica, thank you very much. And, obviously, we really enjoy here, especially on CAPS Radio. We're all about education. We're all about the kids. We're all about the students. So, obviously, this is in direct line with everything that we are for and that we do believe in. And, do continue with the great work and get those books out. And let's make sure that South Africa becomes a reading country and a reading environment.
Thank you very much. And it's people like you who are going to make that happen.
All right. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and the weekend ahead.
I will. Thank you very much.
All right. So just speaking there to Eric, they are having a book drive. This is something that began today, being the 8th of September, International Literacy Day, and it goes through until the 18th of July 2018, which will be the birth date of former state president Nelson Mandela. Now, the 100 books are because if Nelson Mandela was still alive, he would be celebrating his 100th birthday, and as the years that he spent behind bars, being 67, they are going to be distributing these books to 67 centers within the Western Cape. But as Eric has said, that this is something that they would love to see go national. And, I also think that so many more books can be raised than just 6,700. But that's just the marker where they would love to start. So do try to support that. And so we'll be giving you information, Uguti, if you want to get involved, how you get involved in this book drive.
Education.gov.za. Every child is a national asset.
Are you tired of getting bad service? Does dealing with people that don't know your basic needs drive you mad? People, at Hatfield VW Northcliffe, we are mad about customer service. We have eliminated the service advisor. You deal directly with your service technician, directly with your sales expert, and your finance expert. Yes, you deal directly with the VW brand experts. At Hatfield VW Northcliffe, we are built on the success of the Hatfield Motor Group. Call us today on 010-442-0298. Hatfield VW Northcliffe, rated number 1 in service.
You are listening to CAPS Radio, where it's about the curriculum.
The final grade 12 exams for 2017 are around the corner. It is your responsibility as a learner to prepare thoroughly for the exams. If you still need help, speak to your teacher without delay. Get the help you need so that you can pass. Come on, do it now.
Wil jy weet wat u kind in die klaskamer geleer is? Raak betrokke. Wees deel van hulle opvoeding. Daar is